Yo, what's up everybody? Jumpin' here, and I am back on some Red Dead Redemption 2. And today I want to show you guys how to get a huge amount of money to actually help you out in any way that you see fit. You can get the money for yourself and spend it however you like, or you can actually give it to your camp and buy pretty much every camp upgrade right away, because this is something that you can do at any point in the game. But I would definitely say this is something you should do early on, because you can actually get this right away when you start the game. This is actually really close to the very first camp when you start the game, but most players are probably going to miss this, and if you did, then Valentine is just right down here. So what you would want to do is you want to mark this location where this lake is up here on your map with your waypoint, and then just go ahead and follow that. It might take you a minute to get up here, but this is totally worth doing if you want to get this treasure and you want to get a lot of money, because that's what we're doing here. We're actually going to be doing a treasure map quest, and this is actually the Poison Trail treasure map quest. So the very first piece of this map that we need to find is going to be in this cabin over here. So let's go ahead and go in here. This is right by the frozen lake that I had marked on my map there that you could see. And let's go ahead and open up this lockbox, and if we do that, we're going to get the map and a couple of other items as well. We can actually go ahead and get this elixir. That's actually great, and my autosave is wanting me to confirm that, but whatever. That elixir can actually increase your health. That's really cool. And on the table here as well, you can get some premium cigarettes, which can actually give you a cigarette card, which is something that you will need for a stranger quest if you want to complete that. So it is completely worth coming up here. Now, we're going to go to the second location, and I'll show you how to find the second part of this map. Overall, this doesn't really take that long if you know where to go. If you know where you're going and you're following a guide like this, you can complete this in no time. It will not take you long at all. So, I will go ahead and cut this ahead, and I will see you guys in a moment. Alrighty guys, so this is going to be the second treasure map location that you're going to need to find. Now this one's pretty simple. If you actually look at the map, it's actually going to be north of this town called Rhodes here. This is actually the third place that you're going to go to in the game, if you want to count the first place. But it's going to be a little bit off of this road. Here is the creek right here. And if you look, there's a road, and you have to just go a little bit off this road, and you have to find this tree. Now, let me go ahead and zoom this out a little bit more so I can show you Valentine. So here's Valentine up here. It's going to be just down here. And if you just start out in the game, what's really nice about Red Dead Redemption 2, there is nothing to block you. In a lot of Rockstar games, they always have something there to block you, say you can't go this way. In this game, you could just explore all you want. So you can easily get this done right away, even if you haven't actually even completed Valentine yet. So that's really cool. But if you want to find this, it's going to be in this hollowed out tree. Like I said, it's just right off the road, and we can go ahead and pick this up now and see what we get. Obviously, we're going to get the treasure map, but we also will get something else here. You always will get something else when you get one of these maps. And in this case, we got $10. Oh, man. Whoa, that's amazing. Alrighty, so now I'm going to show you the next location, and that's going to be the final piece of the treasure map, and then we can go and find the treasure. Alrighty guys, so this is going to be the final piece of the map that you need to find, and this one actually was kind of a pain for me, because I'm using online screenshots to actually try to find all these, and let me tell you, this one took me a minute, just because a lot of this was actually faded in, so I had to come up here and unfade it to try to figure out where to go. But if you actually do look, this is almost directly east of Valentine, so there you go. Like, that's kind of a good way of understanding it. Also, if you look at these other landmarks, this is just going to be northeast of there and north of there. But the way that I was able to figure this out was I actually came over here to this location and I kind of unfaded it. And then I was able to use this river, which this is the second curve in the river. There's two of them. And the second curve was the one that I was looking for. And then directly east of there, there you go. That's where you can actually find it. And once again, this is east of Emerald Ranch. So that's another way that you can try to figure this out. So let's go ahead and get the treasure now. It's actually going to be right up here. And there's like this thing. I don't even know how to explain this. I guess a grave or some type of Native American burial ground. I don't know what this is, but it is pretty cool, I will admit. But right in this hole in the middle of this thing, you can go ahead and search that. If it would let me search it, come on. I pressed the button, there we go. And let's see what we get out of this hole. We're going to get the treasure map, obviously. And that's the last piece. And I think we got a platinum bracelet, so that's pretty cool. Alrighty guys, now it's time to go and collect this treasure and get paid, because we are going to get a lot of money for this. Alrighty guys, now it's time to get this treasure, and finding where the treasure is isn't really that hard. If you remember, the last spot was right here, and if you remember, I actually talked about the river. Well, if you follow the river up, in no time you're going to make it to this pool of water here. Once you're here, right where my waypoint is a waterfall, and we need to go inside of the waterfall. I went ahead and saved it, and when I did, I went inside to look around, try to find the treasure. I found it, but oh boy, that was kind of a pain, I'll be honest. But one thing is, make sure you have your lantern. Get it off your horse before you try this. The first time I actually went in here, I had no lantern, no light. It was completely dark. I had to exit and get the lantern from the horse because I just couldn't see. Like, it was impossible to see in here. But when you do come in here, there's going to be a path to the left coming up here. Don't take that path. From what I could tell, there's really nothing over there. But there is a drop-off here that we can go ahead and just walk off. This is where we want to go. So hop down here. And then from here, there's going to be a small little hole in the wall. So just crouch down and we can come through this spot. Now, you have a choice between left or right. We want to take the right path. If you actually do go over this way, there is some stuff that you can loot. I'm not going to bother right now. But you want to keep going down this path, and eventually it's going to turn to the left. So that's where we're going. Once it turns to the left, we're going to come up on kind of like a little edge here. We want to get to the edge and then just walk off, honestly. You don't really need to jump or anything. Just walk off. You're going to take some damage, but as long as you land up here, you're good. I think you can actually keep falling. I'm going to actually take a look. Yeah, I don't know. I don't want to go down there, but last time when I fell off, I landed right here, and this time it was the same thing, so I'm assuming this is where we want to go. I would not want to drop down there, but if we come down here, there's going to be some water, and then finally we can go ahead and hop up, and if you look in between these rocks, you will see the search question mark option, and here is the treasure. So let's go ahead and grab that, and we are going to get 4 gold bars. Now, what we can do with that, there's a couple options we have. We can actually sell that to a fence, and or we can donate it to our camp. Now, if you're going to go ahead and just use this to upgrade your camp anyway, you could just donate it. But I'm going to take it to the fence and see how much money I can actually get from that. I also got $10. Oh, yeah. All right, so now I'm going to make my way out of here. I'm going to at least try to figure out how to get out of here. And I will go and sell all these gold bars, and we can see how much money I'll get. So I'm going to cut this ahead, and I will see you guys in a moment. Alrighty, guys, let's go ahead and now sell these to a fence. Now, just in case you're just starting out in the game and you don't know where a fence is, I'm going to show you on the map where one is. So here is the first one that I ever actually encountered. There is my waypoint. I'm going to zoom out so you can get a good idea on where that's at. But yeah, like, that's the very first fence that I ever encountered. And I'm going to go ahead and now sell these to this guy. Now, I will say that if you do donate these to your camp, I'm pretty sure they're worth less. So you might just want to sell these if you can. That way you can go ahead and get the full value of them, because they are worth $500 a piece. That is $2,000 that we can get off of those, which is quite insane. Like I said, you should be able to pretty much just max out your camp if you want to upgrade it just from doing this. So that's really crazy. And you can get all the nice benefits of maxing out your camp right away. Or you can just keep the money for yourself and buy whatever the hell you want. So that's really cool. And like I said, you can do this at any point of the game. If you're further in the game, or if you're just starting off, you can get that first map, and then once you get to Valentine, just go and collect the rest, get the treasure, and then boom, you have $2,000 to work with. I mean, that is awesome. Alrighty guys, well that's going to pretty much do it for the video. I really hope that you have enjoyed it and that this has helped. If it has, will you please like the video for me? Be sure to subscribe for future videos, and I really do hope that everyone has a very nice day and peace out.